Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of JournaTime. We hold discussions and sometimes debate about important and relevant topics of society which needs to be talked about. I'm your host and session moderator Shreya Ghoshal. Today's session will be presented by students of Adamas University School of Media and Communication. Election Commission declares bypolls on 30th September and ends the session. After losing the seat of Nandigram in a controversial circumstance, finally the day has arrived when Mamata Banerjee has to prove by winning the by-election in Bhowanipore. There is no doubt that she will give her everything in this election to win because it is going to be a matter of prestige for her and her future ambitions for Delhi. So in today's session, we will discuss on the probability of winning the bypoll for both the candidates, Mamata Banerjee and BJP's Priyanka Tibrewal, and some of their pros and cons. So for today, our panelists are Mr. Archan Kundu, Ms. Ruchika Dubey, and Ms. Vasundhara Tiwari. So my first question goes to our first panelist, Archan Kundu. Archan, tell me, how do you weigh the chances of winning for both the candidates, Mamata Banerjee and Priyanka Tibrewal, in this poll?
Well, Shreya, to be very honest, I think it's not even a competition right now, the bypolls, because when I look at both the candidates, I see a person with a huge political history on one hand, while on the other hand, someone with not even a political background of probably 5 to 6 years. So it's really not a competition. Mamata Banerjee has a clear advantage. She has won 7 Lok Sabha elections. She has been a member of parliament 7 times. She has been an MLA 2 times already from Bhowanipore, the same constituency, and on her first 2011 win, which is the big win when she became the chief minister, she also won by elections back then. So it's not her first time. While on the other hand, Priyanka Tibrewal is not at all a competitor because she began her journey in 2015 and she lost her first councillor elections for KMC from Ward 58, I think. And she also lost the General Assembly elections this year in 2021 from Entally. So she has never won, and there are hardly any hopes of her winning from against Mamata Banerjee. Moreover, if we look at the biggest opposing party right now in Bengal, that is BJP, we can't see that they are actually making any hard-proof efforts. Because if they were making efforts, they would have put someone who can actually put up a proper fight. But last time as well from Bhowanipore during the general elections, Shobhandev Chattopadhyay won by like over 25,000 votes. He defeated Rudronil. So Mamata Banerjee will easily win this one, I think. It's not even a competition at this point. It's just a formality.
Okay, thank you, Archon, for your opinion. My next question goes to our next panelist, Vasundhara Tiwari. Vasundhara, what do you think if Mamata Banerjee wins the election? Then, after being elected CM officially, what will be the agenda for West Bengal for next 5 years?
Yeah, so I feel that her prime focus, prime key focus for the next 5 years can be divided in 3 verticals. And that are mainly, first of all, can be empowering the youth. As Mamata Banerjee has earlier said that her government would target the youth for the next 5 years in the state. And I think this is a very valid statement to begin with, as it has become very essential for the government to empower the youth by providing them good education facilities and skill development skills and generate employment and job opportunities. And the next vertical could be industrialization, as Mamata Banerjee had promised during her election campaigns that industrialization will pick up the pace now in West Bengal. So they also said in their manifesto that around 2,000 big industrial units would be added to the existing units in the West Bengal in the next 5 years, considering the need to industrialize at a faster pace. And they might as well take steps to get IT and BT companies, both industrial and foreign, to set up their business in the state. And the last but not the least could be the agriculture. Although West Bengal has performed better in agriculture growth over the last decade, and compared to the rest of the country, and in this respect, it's better. In this respect, I think it's better than the last decade.
Thank you, Vasundhara. But still, there's a question that I feel. So I will go to my next panelist, Ruchika Dubey. Ruchika, tell me, what do you think if she wins and starts settling down? What do you think that she will have a better relationship with the central for the sake of people, or uh, there will be the same situation as it is? Ruchika,
Okay. Okay. So thank you, Shreya, for having me for this discussion. And also, I feel that the relation which, like the rift which happened, like the whole Bengal election, it was like the most popular thing. And the whole political chaos between Modi and Mamata was going out there. People were enjoying the rift. And it was a very like interesting situation in terms of politics, that kaun jeetega, is there chances? And then there was netizens going on commenting that nahi, this should win, that should win, but I feel like the rift which they have is political, obviously, and they don't have any personal thing for that sake. Instead, there was some news that during the summer season, Mamata Banerjee has sent some mangoes for Modi ji. So it was a sweet gesture from her side. And obviously, now that she's thinking of forming a committee and trying for Lok Sabha elections, she is trying to soften her side, with the central, so that she can cope up with the situation and be on non-biased parallel ground with the central government, so that she can do better for her own party and for the state. And obviously she is a very ambitious lady, so she is wanting to be there up front, but I don't think that she is that easy. And she'll try to settle down, but obviously she's trying to soft like the rift which has happened between between BJP and TMC in Bengal. But post that, I feel she can be on like non-biased terms, but not really settling down, or she's like seeking any kind of comfort with central government for just for the sake of people. She's trying to be like on her own independently. And as we know that there are rumors that she may be contesting against Modi in 2024. So we cannot say that she's trying to be soft or modest, but obviously she's trying to make a space for herself, which is fair enough. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, thank you, Ruchika. Very well said, whatever you say. So now there's a question that still is there. Now, what if she loses? So I will go to my panelist, Vasundhara Tiwari, and ask her that what if she loses the election? Then what will be the repercussion for state, government, and politics?
Yeah, so if Mamata Banerjee loses the Bypoll elections from Bhowanipore, I think it will be a huge damage for her, as she will have to resign from the chief minister post first of all, and then TMC has very few options to lead the party after she gets removed from the CM post, and there are only few big names associated with TMC. According to me, and I feel her loss will send her into political extinction and disintegrating the party, and will strengthen the BJP in the state. That could be the biggest plus point for BJP in the state right now.
Thank you, Vasundhara. Now, as Vasundhara said, that if she loses, there will be a huge loss for Bengal and people as well. So now I will ask Ruchika. Ruchika, tell me what will happen to her Delhi ambitions if she loses, or she will go ahead with the Lok Sabha elections. What do you think?
Okay, so the thing that if she loses, what will happen to her Delhi plans and the Lok Sabha elections? So obviously, after winning in Bengal against BJP this time, like the confidence and the support which TMC government and particularly Mamata Banerjee as the face of the party is been immense in the in West Bengal. So if she loses, that's going to be really demotivating. But I still feel there are very less chances of her losing as Archan said, that she is having a huge political career and she knows in Bengal is anyway her plus point and her comfort zone. So she's anyway going to win. But yeah, I feel like if you talk about her Delhi plans, she's already formed a committee where there is Prashant Kishore, there is Abhishek Banerjee. She's trying to go up and down there, trying to settle herself with the central government and trying to be at a pace and trying to have a space of TMC as a national party there. And you know, I don't think if she wins or lose her, this motivation is going to change. But yes, I do feel that for a particular time of like particular period of time, she's going to be demotivated because again, Bengal and Mamata Banerjee is like a go-to thing. So if this happens, she's going to be affected. And if she loses, it's going to be a huge damage for the TMC party, as it's like because Mamata Banerjee being the face of the party, there are very less chances and very less number of people who's going to, lead the party the way Banerjee did. So there is still chaos and uncertainty, and an interesting point is let's see what happens. So yeah, that's about it.
Okay, thank you, Ruchika. Now I will go to our next panelist, Archan Kundu. Archan, tell me if not Mamata Banerjee, then who next for West Bengal? Is there any perspective to her?
See, these are very hard things to decide that whom the party will elect as a CM, okay? Because this is something that depends on the internal politics in the party, to be very frank. So it can be anyone who has a power within the party or anyone who is being chosen by the person who has the power. But for the people, from the people's perspective, if I see from I won't look at the party, I would look who will have the most administrative experience. I would say it can be Subrata Mukherjee, because Subrata Mukherjee has the biggest time in politics, even more than Mamata Banerjee herself. He is the most experienced in the party right now. He has been in politics for over 50 to 60 years. And he was there during like Siddhartha Shekhar Roy's time. He was in his cabinet. He is now in Mamata Banerjee's cabinet. He's a 3 times MLA winner, and he has won the elections with over 75,000 vote gap. So clearly he is popular. So with so much popularity and so much experience, I think it should be Subrata Mukherjee from TMC's side.
Thank you, Archon. So from today's discussion, we can see that there are high chances for Mamata Banerjee to win this election, but no one knows anything can happen on the given day. As we can see that Mamata Banerjee is going to meet the non-Bengali people to get them aside. Time tells everything. We will see on 3rd October on result day. So now I'm concluding this session. Thank you everyone for watching. Do like, share, and subscribe to our channel and check out our blog, Journal Post. We'll see you in the next